Canada is a fucking failed society. In every single metric, Canada's fucking failed. My city's fucking ruined.
Yo, you know you're living in the most expensive city when you fucking see this shit happen. So, yes, guys, I live in Vancouver.
Can you say fucked? We're fucked.
I can't live here anymore. I'm out. I don't understand why people still coming.
Canada is officially dead. Canada is done.
I don't know about you, but I'm fucking pissed. Anyone else with me on this?
Canada's fucking finished. Canada's done.
People think Canada is a dream country. But behind the smiles and pretty pictures, most people aren't really living. High rent, rising prices, constant stress. For many, life here isn't about enjoying anymore. They're just surviving.
Canada is a fucking failed society. In every single metric, Canada's fucking failed. My city's fucking ruined. Vancouver's ruined. My birthplace is ruined. Our healthcare is ruined. Immigration is broken. It's the reason for a lot of this. And our government hates us. This country is in desperate need of Jesus. The kids don't even have a chance to party and do drugs anymore. They try drugs the first time and they're dead from fentanyl. I've been out of my house for under a minute. You can't walk 10 feet without seeing somebody on fucking drugs that's gonna kill them one day. That building over there, that's where these unfortunately lost souls get their fucking government checks every single month. I would walk down that street and show you their fucking tent city. I would have walked down there and showed you guys the tent city that they have set up. They'd probably try to rob me or do something to me. And people are unpredictable.
Imagine working 40 plus hours a week and still not being able to afford life. Like, we have our own people out here living like this because they can't afford life here in Canada, but Canada's supposed to be one of the best countries or the best country to live in. Makes me sick to my stomach, to be honest. Rent for a 2-bedroom apartment is $1,800. But yeah, y'all are still out here supporting people with hundreds of thousands of dollars and thousands of dollars on baby registries, on GoFundMes, and all this different stuff. But instead of helping the people that actually need it, if you're fortunate enough to help.
So let me try and get this straight. Canada just pledged $500 million to help Ukraine. Where the fuck is that money coming from? Where is that money coming from? Why, on God's green earth, are we giving $500 million to anybody except the citizens of Canada? This, are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I am not paying my taxes to support that country any longer. This is bullshit. We need a re-election. The Liberals should be ashamed of themselves. And if you voted for these fucks, you are the ones who should be footing this bill, not everybody else. Go fuck yourselves, seriously. Go fuck yourselves.
I don't know about you, but I'm fucking pissed. Anyone else with me on this? What the fuck is wrong with Canada? Do you think it's gonna get any better? I don't think it will. We're fucked.
Canada's fucking finished. Canada's done. Yeah. Get ready to lose your job. Because nobody's going to be working in Canada with this fucking budget. So, good luck to you guys. Good luck. I'm applying for visas wherever I can. I'm leaving. Fuck this. Fuck this shit. This is fucking bullshit. I'm not going to live in a country where I'm second class. Fuck that.
Yo, you know you're living in the most expensive city when you fucking see this shit happen. So, yes, guys, I live in Vancouver. You know, I'm pretty sure statistically it's probably the top 5 most expensive city in the world, right? And I just saw the most crazy shit I've never seen before. So I was in a really, really bougie neighborhood in Vancouver, okay? And, you know, I'm driving around casually. And then I see a brand new Honda, right? Not some old fucking 2008 Honda, right? A brand spanking new Honda, top of the line model, top of the year, brand spanking new, okay? That's important. And then this Asian lady pops out of the car, right? And what she does next is actually crazy. She looks left and right? And keep in mind, this is garbage day, okay? In a bougie ass neighborhood, garbage day, okay? And then she quickly runs over to some random fucking house's recycling bin, takes all the fucking, you know, like plastic bottles, milk cartons, anything she could get her hands on, grabs all that shit, puts it back in her fucking Honda, and drives away. For what? For fucking what? A couple of dollars max? Like, how fucking cooked are we? Right? How expensive is this city where people need to be fucking stealing random people's fucking recycling bin to make max a couple of fucking dollars at fucking best? Because I know damn well those things to like you know, give those things to the recycling center, you make like what, 5-10 cents a bottle, which is fucking nothing, absolutely nothing. But to actually see this happen in real life in my own city is like kind of fucking insane. Like, people are fucking struggling out here. Like, it's fucking tough.
Canada is one very expensive country to live in these days. I don't know how you guys are doing it, quite honestly. Between housing, groceries, car insurance, you name it, it is crazy here. And I talk about it quite a bit. So I am curious, who is leaving in 2026?
Anybody else wake up a very disappointed Canadian today? Like, very disappointed? What's wrong with you liberal lovers? Seriously, do you not know what has happened to our country and what's about to happen? I am terrified for everyone's children.
I'm gonna tell you what don't make sense in Canada. The cost of living, the cost of housing, the cost of groceries, the inability to access finances, and the people them in Ontario, especially Brampton, that don't know how to drive. Bro, I don't know what makes sense in Canada. Better me just bum.
Yeah, what's up with this Canadian government? I don't really want to just say Mark Carney. I know you're all in on it. You're all family members. You're all fucking your league, probably kid blood drinking fucking cunts that you all are. But why are you giving 60 million to Haitian to fix their problems and flooding our country with immigrants? And you're not giving me shit. You're not helping anyone else. Because what? Because your kike masters tell you that to do that? Go fuck yourself, you Canadian government scumbag pieces of shit, fucking traitor. Every one of you should be hung from a fucking tree for treason. Fuck you.
You know something I find interesting about what really woke me up? I have a lot of experience working in the natural resource industry, and I feel like a lot of people have forgot how a country makes money. Like, do we think that the government can just print money and like give it value? Because that's not how it works. And when you have governments printing a lot of money, that erodes the value of our dollar on the global stage. But what makes governments have to print money in the first place to give to their citizens? Things like logging and mining help make the country money. Why is that? So this is why we know that Canada has severe corruption, because we have the most natural resources basically in the world, aside from Russia. Like, we have so much land that we can use to make the country money that there's no excuse for why things are so expensive. And if you lived in Canada 10 years ago, the reason we have free healthcare is because of how much money we make from natural resources. But what happens when that money being made is now being taxed at such a high level and then now being sucked up to a larger global financial system, aka the World Economic Forum, United Nations, all these things, right? Like when we're giving money to Ukraine and all this stuff. So who ends up paying for all of that? So if the country's making money and the money is supposed to go back to the people, but now you have all these globalized networks saying like, hey, we need your money. So you need to give that money that you're making from logging, mining, fishing, whatever it is, you need to give that to Ukraine, right? So then who ends up paying for allowing the country to keep running, right? Because we have to have roads, we have hospitals, like all these things need to be paid for by something, right? So usually those things are paid for through tertiary industry, like logging, mining, fishing, like these like industries that help make the country money, right? This is why people need to wake up about the economy and how there's no excuse and you can save a country, because really, if everybody is paying like a little bit of tax through their job, and then we're making money through the country, things don't actually have to be expensive. The reason why things are getting so expensive is because the people at the top are sucking all our money for their weird ass lifestyles. That is really why things are getting expensive. It's not because of climate change. It's because our money that we're making in Canada, all of us, is being sucked up to a higher system, and it's not going into making better roads, hospitals, free healthcare, like all these things, like lowering the cost of education, blah, blah, blah. You gotta understand a little bit about the economy. Once you start to understand how these things work, that will make you more centrist, right-leaning, like, because you start to realize, like, this whole idea of socialism and communism, it's literally impossible. It will always lead to way more corruption. I will make another video on free markets and capitalism and how it can be used in the right way when you're aligned with God. I'm not an economist, but I feel like I can give a, like, dumbed down version of this stuff for people so they can understand it better.
I've been in Canada for 2 weeks now, and it sucks. Canada sucks. It's a terrible country. It is America, but worse in everything. There are more people on Fent in the strip malls. The strip malls have worse parking lots. The strip malls are more expensive. The burritos are more expensive. Whatever Harry just got is more expensive. This is a $35 burrito, and this is a $5 McFlurry. The McFlurry is not even full. It's not even halfway full. This country sucks, and if they deport me, I don't care, because I don't want to come back. And gas is $4.50 a gallon, and the police kill you if you do 10 miles over the speed limit. I hate Canada.
Listen, if it was 4-5 years ago, I would be totally against it. But what happened in those 4-5 years is Canada dropped so many levels from where it was before that moving to the States and being part of the States, which 5 years ago, I was like, I'm never moving to the States. I wouldn't move to that hole for nothing. Now I would consider some areas of the States, because when you factor in, one, the cost of living, not only because of the fact that there's no taxes there at all, but like everything's cheaper and there's no taxes. So like it depends on the state, but that's what I'm saying. There's a few places that actually make sense now, because not because they got so much better, but because Canada degraded so much in the last few years that it's like, what's the difference now? This is no better than there. Our healthcare is not any better. If anything, it's like, I'd rather pay and actually get some healthcare.
Good morning, Canada. What's up? Canada. I woke up with an insane amount of clarity this morning, and I'm just gonna let you guys know. This isn't Canada. You know, this is not the country that I was born and raised in. This is something else. It's anything but Canada now. The fact that I had to listen to fireworks for Diwali until 3 a.m, but we can't say Merry Christmas in our schools or have Christmas concerts anymore. This is not Canada. So I like woke up with this like dreadful feeling that this is the truth, and I'm gonna just personally, I am going to accept the demise of our country for what it is, because Canada is gone. It's gone. Anything Canadian, our healthcare system, our crime, our immigration, the drug, like I could go on and on and on and on about how this is not Canada anymore. I am so tired of going on like that. Make us the 51st state, Donald Trump. Let's go. Because none of the people up here know what living is. If you're Canadian, you are not living here. This is no way to live. Half of what you make gets taken from you and given to immigrants. Like, I'm so over it. And as a content creator that's Canadian, this video will probably get no traction. And then you know what happens? You get Canadians attacking me in my own comment section, defending a government that has destroyed our country. Our country is dead. Canada is dead. Freedom of speech is gone. Like, are you guys out to fucking lunch? If you own anything in this country already, you're lucky. If you don't, you never will. Rest assured of that. Time of death of Canada. Canada's time of death. October 21st, 09:27 hours. Canada's dead.
So as you may or may not know, Canada is officially dead. Canada is done. It had been declining steadily and heavily for 10, 11, 12 years now, but officially dead. And it's wild how so many people don't realize what's happening in their own country. Where anywhere I go in the world, people hear that I'm Canadian, they're like, I'm sorry for your loss. Yeah, many people down here in Costa Rica have left Canada because they realize that it is just deceased. Beyond all of the ridiculous immigration, the laws, the wokeism, the trade deals with America that is absolutely done, our economy collapsing, the freedom of speech laws that are being passed, a government that absolutely is on a trajectory to just completely implode the country. It is sad, honestly, and it's wild how more people don't realize that it's one of the most unaffordable countries. We have the worst healthcare. Soon, me being a Canadian saying this online is going to be illegal, if it's not already legal. Like, what is hate speech? It's just absolutely wild. So, if you have ever considered packing up your bags, leaving Canada, getting out, renouncing your residency, you can absolutely do that. There are many places in the world that are wonderful, that are beautiful, that are affordable, where you can get great healthcare, education, although I do recommend homeschooling your kids so that they don't become brain dead like the rest of society. But yeah, there are other options. So I know so many of you that have been messaging me being like, Sam, Canada, how do I leave? It's not that hard. You just need to make a plan, pick a country, get a visa. Oftentimes you don't even need a visa. Pack up your life and move there. I always tell you that being an entrepreneur is the easiest way, so that you are not location dependent and that you are not job dependent. When you have the ability to work from anywhere in the world, it means that you can go and move anywhere in the world when you realize that your country is absolutely destroyed. So yeah, this little video is to bring awareness and to write you a permission slip that if you're not happy where you are and you realize that your country is completely an abomination, you can get up and leave. Okay, bye.
I can't live here anymore. I'm out. I don't understand why people still coming to Toronto. You work 7 days a week and you still can't pay your bills. What? Yes. I'm out.
Canada is broken. Canada is in decline. There's no doubt about it. While we have another data point to add to the just absolute disaster that has been Canada under the Liberal government. So this is the Quality of Life Index. It measures the following things: cost of living, housing affordability, pollution, crime rates, healthcare quality, and traffic and commute times. So here we are in 2014. You can see that Canada, the color is dark green. And that is because Canada ranks near the top. You can see it's 7, but it's basically tied for 5th with Denmark and Finland. Nice countries, places where you want to be. So that was in 2014. The last year we had a conservative government. 2015, Justin Trudeau gets elected. And this is what's happened in Canada after 10 years of Liberal rule. 2025, you can see Canada is now light green. You can see from the key here, the darker the better, folks. So let's see where Canada has fallen. Well, there we are, number 29, with countries like Latvia, France, and Ireland getting lower and lower. So life is objectively much, much worse under the Liberals. We're heading into an election, folks. Do we really want another term of Liberal rule in this country? I don't know how we can be any more clear than this. Under the Liberals in Canada, the cost of living, pollution, crime, all of the important things that help us measure whether we live in a nice country, whether we have a good life, the quality of index ranking went from 5th in the world to 29th. Not good. Do the Liberals deserve another term in power? I don't think so.
Can you say fucked? We're fucked. We are so fucked, and I'm terrified because not only am I not working, but neither is my husband, and we have to renew our mortgage, and I have to renew that mortgage before they find out that I am not working. Here in Ontario, Canada, well, in Canada in general, we get EI insurance, which is employment insurance, which means that the government pays a small portion of your pay, essentially, if you've been laid off. Small portion, not enough to cover my monthly expenses. And I'm going to have to use the insurance that I paid for on my mortgage to pay my mortgage, which is amazing. And I'm happy we have it. And I have used it once before. But the bank can't know that I'm getting paid through EI or that I'm using my insurance to pay the mortgage, which means it's a run of the clock because I have to make sure that I can renew it before that happens. And the interest rates are fucking crazy high. What do I do?
What the hell is going on in Canada right now? I am home visiting my parents this weekend for the holidays. I live in the West Village in New York City, the highest cost of living yuppie area ever in the history of the United States. I am never shocked when I get a dinner bill. I'm never shocked when I go on vacation. Nothing phases me. I've traveled all over the world. Tell me why I come home to Newmarket, Ontario, the suburbs of Toronto, and I'm shocked at the cost of living here. How are Canadian people making it work? Everybody involved with the economy right now needs to be fired immediately. We need to contact the UN and get a binding resolution here. Something sinister is going on in Canada, and I'm determined to get to the bottom of it.
If this reality feels familiar to you, and you want more honest stories like this, subscribe to Canada Voices.